Hello and welcome everyone to my newest Let's Play. Just gotta boot it up because it does weird things when you do. So, okay. There we go. Okay.
They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and the tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale. It is
Name
a
drop.
harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the euggghhhh and euggghhhh. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent. Until the day an archmage named Jericho came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Jericho sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable. In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jarod came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jarod persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Jericho. Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Jericho, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Jericho's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Jericho had time for one last, desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes. The foolish Archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the hellspawn back, and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jarod, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jarod immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jarod's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jarod's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph for all eternity.
Yay!
It is
Only
but the beginning.
beginning. Yes, indeed. Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Icewind Dale. This is a pretty old game, though it is the enhanced version. So it plays in 1080p and stuff. We're gonna go through this real quick. 3rd edition sneak attack. That's interesting. Nah, that sounds silly. Gorazon, dither always, sure. Weather, no difficulty-based experience bonus. That sounds dumb. Group in provision. If this option is off, Infravision will only be shown when one character with Infravision is selected. I don't know if I like that. Enable this option to cast healing spells on resting repeatedly until fully healed. That sounds good. No difficulty-based damage increase. Enabling this option will prevent your characters from taking damage. We're only playing on normal, so it's not really that big a deal. The Heart of Fury mode is interesting, but we will not use that. Autopause. Center on the party member. If a character dies, because that will mean restarting the game. We might see that quite a few times, but we'll find out. Anyway, so it's a Dungeons and Dragons game made pretty long time ago. I can't actually remember off the top of my head now. But it uses the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons rulebook, which is basically 2nd edition. So we've got some really old time stuff here. But this is a game I played a lot. That should be good. When I was younger, on this really old computer. That looks good. Yeah. Language. Hold on. I'm curious. English, Spanish, French, Italian, Korean, Polish, Russian, Turkish, Sestina. What is Sestina? And douche. Douche. Show subtitles though, definitely. The different volumes, that should be fine. Character sounds. Selection sounds always, command sounds seldom. Subtitles, battle cries, character movement sounds. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so, originally I thought it wasn't gonna show certain windows when you do character creation, but apparently it does. So, first things first, we need to delete the entire party and know that this will be kind of like a challenge run in a way. So first we have Sarah Windshroud. She actually will not work. But it will give me an opportunity to show you the character creation screen. So this is the character creator. First off, you select a gender. Now, originally when I was using this on OBS like a few months ago as a testing ground, it wasn't showing this middle screen here, but now it does. So I don't know what changed, but yeah. Anyway, we go through and choose a picture we like. There are quite a few pictures for both male and female, as you can see, of all different races within the Dungeons and Dragons lore. Sarah's going to be a half-elf, who is also going to be a ranger. You have fighter, ranger, paladin, cleric, druid, mage, thief, bard, sorcerer, monk, and barbarian. Sorcerer. Intuitive rather than logical. They know fewer spells. May not scribe spells. Instead, they learn a small number of spells at each level. That's almost like a warlock in a way, but not quite. So that still doesn't work. Monk, barbarian. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory. Druids are like the World of Warcraft druids who can do the shape-shifting. There's also different subclasses within each one. I actually had a wild mage in Baldur's Gate, and that was something. You can also multi-class, but there are a lot of disadvantages to this. There are advantages for sure. Like you can have a freaking mage thief, and it's pretty great. You have someone who can do both thieving stuff like lock picking and all that, and mage things like casting spells. But it's there's also dual classing, which is a bit better, but we're still not going to be doing it. So anyway, I don't. So I had a lot of these subclasses when I tried my Baldur's Gate run, and it was rough going. Like, I don't know what it was, but something about the way these work, it just. I don't know if they were balanced correctly. You have your alignment there. I should probably go over that. So Rangers can only be good, but most other classes can choose between good, neutral, and evil, and lawful, neutral, and chaotic. Or in the case of neutral, it's just true neutral, because neutral sounds dumb. But it's just your attitude towards the world is how I've heard it described, and I think that's a pretty apt description. Our abilities. In this game, you can take abilities out and reassign them where you like, or you can sit here and roll for them for ages and ages. Max is 18, but if you actually looked at the strength we had originally, it did have like another score to it. I wonder if I can, yeah, like that. And that's an old D&D thing where you don't just have 18 strength, you have like this sub number, and it's I don't understand it completely, but it makes you better at checks than someone with the lower number in the second slot. So the best strength possible is 1899. Everything else just maxes at 18, so I don't know why it's only that. Your proficiencies, this is just weapons. If you are proficient in a weapon, you are better at using it. So it's pretty self-explanatory. She's a crossbow user, but I will put some points in the longbow and shortbow, mainly because we have them. And I tried this stuff until I realized that two-handed weapon is only melee. So it was kind of pointless to have. As a ranger, she also has a racial enemy. So she gets damage to attack rolls and stuff against certain things. I like spiders. I should say I hate spiders, and that's why I usually choose it. Then you have your appearance. You have different colors and stuff. You can change their hair, skin. You can even have them green. So you can kind of have a half-orc if you feel like it, or a whatever the hell that is. That'll actually come up because one of my characters has white skin. And then different voices. You have your default. Even though default is just this one. It's only melee. That's the only way I can say it. But yeah, you have different voices. The one I like for Sarah is this one, because it's ranging. Funny thing about Sarah is that she is actually a warlock in my 5e campaign that I'm running with a few of the guild mates. FC mates, I guess, because it's Final Fantasy 14. But, yeah, that's not an option until 5th edition. So, I'm going to have her be a ranger because she is actually a warlock who pretends to be a thief, who uses a crossbow. But I have a thief, so I feel like it too, because that's what I did in Baldur's Gate. And then you put her name, her original name before she became a warlock, because she's a half-elf, and that's a whole thing. I might go into it later. We'll probably have enough time to go over it, is Sarah Windshroud. But I'm going to start that over now, because the roll is terrible for one. But you import a character, and then her appearance will be green and yeah, that works. Black hair. No, that's gray. Black hair. Okay. And fighter 3. And we've already got the name in, so we're good there. Everyone else, I can just put in our people. I actually switched between these two names, but we're gonna go with Nera. That's her half sister. She is a full elf who is a mage. Oh, good. I can actually show that. So yeah, elven mage. She knows identify and magic missile. As a mage, you can choose 2 spells. I don't know if there's more or less with each mage, but it's there. Jake and Debaix, because Jericho Raid, who is our black mage / red mage in Final Fantasy XIV. I would really like to start streaming again for Stormblood, but it's also terribly resource intensive, I guess is the way I'd put it. But he is our thief, and so in here he is our thief. Also, it's a pun, so have fun figuring that one out. Next up is Pakaxvishak. I don't know if I spelled it correctly, nor do I really care. I actually rolled an 1897 on him, so that was pretty good. He's terrible charisma, but it's fine. He should actually have really low intelligence if I wanted him to be like a thing. Now, funny thing about Pakax in our 5e campaign, you have the option to choose Dragonborn as your race, but that's not a thing here. So I made him a dwarf and gave him white skin. Made sense to me. He's a barbarian, though. I'm curious to see how barbarians play in this game, because they have some interesting effects in 5e, and I'm not entirely sure if they translate here, but we'll go for it.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of Easthaven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle flats crowded together upon the icy shores of Blackdish. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
Also, I love this narrator. Just gonna put that out there. Done.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be?
Well, greetings, Hrothgar. My name is Sarah Windshroud.
Then, welcome to Easthaven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you do well to be on your best behavior. These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me.
If you attack a townsperson, Hrothgar will totally and utterly own your face. I'm pretty sure he's like level 20.
That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town. Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite. But you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts.
There's a reason that we're definitely going to need to do that.
Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I will discuss with you. Farewell.
Farewell. Alrighty, so let's see. Our stats are as follows. She has 13 HP. That's pretty good. The mage and the thief both have. Why do you have Dex -4? Oh, right. Okay. armor class in this game is weird. First off and foremost, if anyone's ever played a D&D campaign in 5th edition or even 3.5 and past, armor class is just a number that goes up depending on the kind of armor you're wearing, and it makes you how you say, harder to hit because enemies have to roll higher than it. In this game, it's like the reverse. We have this thing called Thaco, which is to hit armor class 0. And so if I wanted to attack someone with armor class of 0, I would have to roll a 20 or higher, which is pretty insane. But we also have no weapons on, so that goes down based on their armor class. So if they had an armor class of 2, which is a higher number, but you want a lower number as possible, I would need to roll an 18, and so on and so forth. There's also different amounts of experience you need per job class thing. That is also a weirdness to do with Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, and I could assume that playing an actual campaign with people who are all different levels was quite a hoot, but you also probably had to pay way more attention to experience than, like, these days. Most dungeon masters I know don't, and they're just like, okay, you've probably fought enough things, you can level. So everyone also has different lore ratings. No one has a very high lore rating, so I'm going to need to make use of the identify spell. But lore, basically, we'll find items that are magical. And also, this is going to be an explanation-heavy episode, so get ready. But, certain items will be unidentified, and to identify them without the identify spell, if you have a high enough lore rating, you can just look at it and be like, oh yeah, this is an arrow +1. Everyone should have a reputation of average. I'm assuming this has something to do with being higher if you do quests and stuff. Move silently and hide in shadows are both 35. That's pretty good considering my my thief is not as good at those. But he's in our 5e campaign. He wields a glowing rapier, so I felt like having those high would be against the character. Racial enemy is a ranger thing only. Saving throws are things we need to roll. Like, we don't roll them ourselves in this game. Everything happens automatically, obviously, because it's a video game. But you have to roll these to save yourself from these. So, ability bonuses: we have 0 to hit, 0 to damage. Open doors. What? I don't quite understand that one. Let's see. Other important things. This is the priest scroll. None of our characters can cast priest spells except apparently Sarah. That's interesting. So actually we will have a healer. That's good. Later, eventually, she will have those, I guess. I don't know what level that happens at, so we'll just keep checking in every time she levels. This is the mage book. It's only useful to our mage, I believe. Yep. Yeah, no, our barbarian can totally cast spells all day. Right now, she has 2 spells, the Identify and Magic Missiles. Do I have the option, actually, where I... maybe. It's something I'll have to look up. Because I remember in older games, you had a chance of failing to scribe a spell. But in this game, you can just quick save and make sure you don't. So they probably would have taken it out altogether, I would assume. Now we're actually going to put Pack there. Because I don't know why I didn't. But we also need to decide on a formation. These are the different formations. You can have this box. It'll be okay, except for the fact that Sarah here will have a ranged weapon, so it's not going to be as useful. Whereas for this one, she'll be in the very back. I don't know if that will work either. I could have the cluster. This might work. Yeah, this might actually work okay. To have this rotation here, just hold down right click when you go to move. If you hit left click, it'll just move you. Sarah will be doing most of the talking. Good old Pickaxe. He speaks in grunts, so he will not be doing any of the talking at all. That sounds too much like Jericho to be eerily creepy, honestly. And then there's Nera, who isn't in any facet of our campaign, but 3 characters in here would be literal suicide. And on top of that, I wouldn't have a mage for identify, so that'd be really bad. I would need to pay to identify things all the time, and it'd just be annoying. So anyway, let's not talk to Grizel. Actually, let's talk to Grizel. No, not yet. There was a way to select all like quickly, other than doing this box thing. Also we have the drag drop box thing from like RTSs and stuff. So that's how you move. I'm pretty sure I haven't really missed anything else. There are these kids here though. Let's go ahead and talk to them. Cast a spell for me. Okay. What? Is that a real blade? It is. Except for the fact that you remind me of Hrothgar. Oh, well, that's good. All of our characters have quarterstaves. Lots and lots of quarterstaves. I don't know why. Though, to be honest, Nera should actually have that equipped. Everyone else is going to get some better stuff. Oh yeah, it's under options. That's right. Gameplay? Feedback? No. That's weird. I thought I had key bindings and stuff, but I guess not. Oh, okay. The key bindings are actually default. So you can press 0, which thankfully I'm using an MMO mouse, so 0 is like right up under my thumb. You can even switch between people. So yeah, that'll help me out a lot to speed things up a bit. Is this the Emporium? That's a fishmonger. The Winter's Cradle Tavern. Just a house. Let's try not to rob any houses. If you hold tab, it shows you doors and people, I believe. As well as our HP and stuff, but I mean that's over here on the top right. I just realized that my my thing is right in the way. Okay, that should be better. And the game locked up. This game really, really, really hates it when you tab off of it. Like, a lot. I don't know what's up with that, but we might have to go through parts of the introduction again. At least I don't have to sit here explaining everything, because that's most of what took it the time. So we'll just go ahead and hit create, import, Icewind, spiders, appearance, green, and what was it? This one? Yep. Not import again. Yep, Sarah Windshroud. Everyone else, put Pickaxe in the second slot, actually. This guy. Jake in the third slot, and Nera in the fourth. Okay. Yes, I know.
What's this? Well then, that's it. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here.
Are all of our gameplay options still saved?
Farewell.
They are. Okay. So that's good, at least. We're going to go ahead and save now. I think there's a quick save option. Is it F5? No. F just does these. What is the quick save option? I don't honestly know. Okay, well, LP. 1. Okay. I know there has to be a quick save option on here somewhere. I just don't know what it is. I'll look it up later, because alt-tabbing from this game obviously is, you know, dangerous. What is that? Oh, that's Pomeb's Emporium. Okay. He did say it was next door, didn't he? We're also going to use this formation. Okay. I mean, if our archer is in the front, that's honestly not the worst thing in the world. Actually, you know what? That's true. It's not. So we'll go ahead and do it this way. What'll happen is that Pack and then Jakin will follow him into combat, close range style, and apparently I can click off of it now. That's weird. And Sarah will hang back while our mage casts spells. So, yeah. What is this? More barbarians come to my shop. No doubts with nothing to barter with more, but more wolf pelts and polished stones. Very well, let us get this over with. What do you want? Barbarians, I think you're mistaken. I'd watch where you wag that tongue of yours, shopkeeper. Right, I'd like to switch out for sale. I think you're mistaken. Am I now? I do not think so. All of you northerners are the same to me, smelly and barbaric. Northerners, I take it you are not from around here. I am Pomeb Kazmia, royal diplomatic envoy of Kalimshan and appointed overseer of the northern caravan routes. And I'm the king of Mithril Hall. Your appearance as a lowly shopkeeper is just a clever disguise. Forgive me, I have no idea. Your poor attempt at sarcasm is an obvious sign of your lowly birth. I'll have you know I am the third cousin of the Pasha himself, not to mention a royal courtier in good standing. What in the 9 L's are you doing all the way up in Icewind? Yes, well, where I am from, one would normally be beaten for such insolence. Be thankful I am a merciful man. Now what can I do for you? Other than to die a horrible, painfully slow death, you can do nothing for me. I'd like to see what you have for sale. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is sell off all these freaking quarterstaffs. Except for one of these. Because you can't dual wield quarterstaffs. And if you could, it wouldn't be a great idea. Okay, so let's see. We have 288 gold to play with. A light crossbow would definitely be pretty nice. I could just go with the short bow. That is only 7 less. So yeah, we'll go with the light crossbow as well as some bolts. I need 2 of these. 80 bolts should be plenty. I noticed there's no armor. Oh, okay. I scrolled all the way past it. That's why. Studded leather is 30 apiece. That's probably fine. Yeah, that'll be fine for what we need. Okay. Pack, I do want in something better than studded leather, but chainmail's 112, so that's honestly way out of my price range right now. His main thing I should probably show off. These guys... Kit description? No. That is a pretty useful tool, though. Weapon proficiencies. He has an axe, a two-handed weapon style, and single weapon. So all 3 of these will be pretty good. I don't actually know if single weapon and two-handed weapon stack, but I went with it. Short sword and 2 weapon, and she just has quarterstaff. So, yeah. Okay. You again. Why must you constantly pester me? Go screw yourself. Okay. Studded leather with a battle axe. That's one-handed. Two-handed axe. Perfect. And yeah, that's pretty much all he needs. Oh, they have... Okay, yeah, no, I need these too. We're gonna have our mage hold the scroll case. Our thief hold the gem bag. And our ranger will hold the potion bag because she also heals. Okay, cool. Those are not options you had in the original Baldur's Gate unless certain characters had them. The other thing I did wrong in Baldur's Gate was instead of going with the people you're supposed to go through and recruit and play as the one person, I did the opposite and made an entire party, stuck with them, and it was pretty terrible. Don't play Baldur's Gate that way. Okay, 2 short swords. Perfect. Oh, and studded leather. Yeah. And she needs a robe of some sort, but he doesn't sell any, so that doesn't do me any good. 62 gold left. Yeah, this is pretty much good then. I mean, I could get a helmet for Pack. Sure, let's go with a horned helmet. It'll make him look more draconic. Hey, there's a katana for sale, but it's 750 freaking gold pieces. I mean, that's gonna be hard to get out of my vocabulary, isn't it? Okay. I could honestly probably go with another stack of bolts, but we'll stick with this for now. Our AC is now 3. Our potion bag it's a potion bag. I'll just put it there. His armor class is only 7 because for some reason his dexterity of 14 doesn't help him. I'm guessing that's a barbarian thing. And a cute little helmet, as well as this 2-handed axe. You can see his Thaco went from 18 to 17, so it's not super great. But he does have a 2-handed axe that does 9 to 18 damage now. For us, our Thaco went all the way to 15, so that was pretty good. And we do 3 to 10 on normal bolts with 1d8, so that's pretty nice. We have double sword, which will make his Thaco horrible, but for the beginning of the game, it should be fine. I'm probably going to regret going into 2-weapon style, but we'll see what happens. And then we have this one and the scroll case, which has no scrolls in it, but it will one day. Okay. Because scrolls are actually pretty good for selling stuff. Alright, so that's our initial interaction with Mr. Shopkeeper there. We'll go ahead and save because... the fuck? Alright. Anyway. So the next thing we want to do is actually head back into Winter's Cradle Tavern. Because I think from when I played this game originally, there was like a quest or something here to do a thing. A very simple, quick thing that'll take a few minutes. Hello there, dearie. Welcome to Winter's Cradle Tavern. My name is Grisella. I own and operate this fine establishment. What can I get for you? Sorry, dearie. I haven't the time to chit-chat. I have a tavern to run. Okay. I'm guessing I'm thinking of a different game. Because I thought you could go into the basement and there were, like, rats to slay. Or maybe that is still this game and you just go into the basement and find the rats. Or, rats. Excuse me. These are beetles. Also, I'm starting to notice that the text in this game is very, very small. And I remember that there was a thing I could do about that. There we go. That should help. It's a little better. I can read it. It's fine. These are beetles. They are beetles. If they kill me, I will be very sad. But for killing each and every one of them, you get 35 experience. So the nice thing about having a 4-person party is that this 35 experience is being divided amongst all your party members. So with 4 people, we were able to get 36 for everyone except for our mage. Weird. So yeah. I wonder who did most of the work. I'm going to bet it was Sarah. Oh, one of them did take a critical hit from Pack, though. So that's pretty sweet. Actually, we'll have at least this much. Crates of foodstuffs line the wall of the stamp cellar. But with the beetles dispatched, I believe we can go talk to Grisella again and be all like, yo, there were beetles in your basement and I could killed them. No? Okay. Guess not. Never mind, we'll just leave them. But we did find and kill some beetles, and they were experience. But, that's the reason I decided not to go with a 6-person party. I felt like it was really slow going, at least in Baldur's Gate, for leveling. Especially because one of my characters was multi-classed. So, okay. this experience thing is really odd if you have someone with multi-classing, because it splits it from this number into half, and you're trying to level two classes at the same time, which both have the same level requirement. So if you had a thief mage, it would require 1250 for the thief level, but 2500 for the mage level, and your character will be like level 5 by the time everyone else is 10. So I don't recommend doing it that way. They do gain HP on each level. It's just that they are horribly underdeveloped, I guess is the way I'd put it. Let's start going into random doors. It's the adventure thing to do. But keep in mind that in this game, it's got the oh, this is Hrothgar's house. Okay, we want to leave. Oh, also, I need Jakin to always be detecting for traps. I don't think there'll be any in the middle of town, but you never know. You never know. Nothing here. Oh, was it Q? It is. Okay. And then to load, it's L. Okay, cool. So that's how you quick save, quick load. It's the exact same buttons as Baldur's Gate. I just need to remember what they were. Yes, can I help you with something? Easthaven, lived here for a span I have. Things have been getting worse of late, though. You mean the weather? Aye, the weather's been getting from bad to worse. Never seen it get so cold this early in the year. There's no sign of it letting up. With all the snow, the passes to the south are going to get snowed in early. Okay, well, good to know. Got a little bit of lore there. This is a big house. Let's check this out. This is a temple? Interesting. Yeah, we'll check out what's going on here. I am Sarah Windshroud. Are you the high priest of this temple?
I am Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here?
Tempest is the god of war. You carry the scars of war. Do you know anything about the expedition Hrothgar's putting together? What's that glyph-covered door beneath the statue? I was wondering if we might pay our respects and perhaps receive some healing. Tempest is the god of war, is he not?
War is but one of Tempus's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him.
You carry the scars of war, Everard. Were you wounded in battle?
These eyes have seen battle, yes, and my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here.
Oh, I must take my leave. Alright. So that's interesting. Something about an expedition that Hrothgar's putting together that we don't know anything about, though. So there's that. I'm gonna try not asking lore-breaking questions to people. But yeah, any memory I have of this game is 20 years old. So chances are I won't actually remember what is going on. But that's fine. It's a bit more fun that way, right? These look like coffins. That's a bit foreboding, isn't it? This is the fishmonger, so I believe if you go in here, this was Hrothgar's house. We're gonna go ahead and see him. No reason to keep just kind of wandering around town aimlessly without knowing where we're going, so.
Well met, friend, and welcome to my home. Make yourself comfortable, but try not to break anything. Many of these curiosities that you see lying about have sentimental value.
Where did you get all this stuff?
Oh, they're all remembrances of my adventuring days. Little trinkets and the like that I picked up here and there. More keepsakes than valuables, really. Leftovers from my days of fortune and glory.
Adventuring days. So you are retired then?
Semi-retired, actually. This region is still untamed and fraught with many dangers. I've had plenty of opportunities in the
What sort of expedition?
We've received word from Kaldahar, our neighbors to the south, that evil forces are stirring nearby in the spine of the World Mountains. I am organizing and leading a party from Easthaven south to Kaldahar Valley to investigate. You look to be capable enough. Perhaps you'd like to join us. What say you?
Sounds exciting. Count us in. What sort of evil forces are we talking about?
No. Messenger wasn't too specific. I suppose if you want more details, you could ask old Jarod over at the temple, but time's a wasting. We need to get this expedition moving before the snows seal off the pass to Kaldahar. So what's it going to be? Are you in or out?
Count us in.
Excellent. Glad to have you on board. I plan to assemble the rest of the expedition and set out for Kaldahar within a few days. With storms brewing in the mountains, I'd rather we depart sooner. But there are matters that require my attention here about town.
What sort of matters? Perhaps we could help.
Now that I think about it, maybe you can help. Poma, the local shopkeeper, has recently expressed concern over the rapidly thinning stock of his store. He's been complaining that the regular caravan from Caer Dineval is long overdue, and that if they don't arrive soon, he's sure to be out of business. Now, normally I take Pomap's whining with a grain of salt, but with heavy snows on the way, it would be best to make sure that caravan makes it through.
So what is it you want me to do?
I want you to find that caravan. Leave town by way of the South Bridge and scout the hills west of Loch Jericho, between Easthaven and Caer Dineval. Caravans always stick close to the shoreline this time of year. Once you find it, see the caravan safely to Easthaven. In the meantime, I'll assemble the rest of the expedition and make the final plans for our journey. Return here as soon as you can. Make for Kaldahar Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey.
Farewell. Hrothgar has asked us to find a missing caravan and blah 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 blah. Alrighty then. Well, I'm curious about these evil forces, so let's go see the priest. Yeah, this will be kind of more like fun role-playing, low maintenance type of thing for me, so. I have some questions.
I have heard of it, yes. A messenger from Kaldahar visited the temple not long ago, and it has spurred Hrothgar to see what is happening in the north.
A messenger?
Yes, a man from Kaldahar found his way to our door, and he was dead by morning.
Oh.
He claimed he was a messenger from the Archdruid of Kaldahar.
Well, what did he want?
The man spoke of disturbances in Kaldahar. His wounds prevented me from making any sense of his words. Perhaps Hrothgar understood more than I, for he's preparing an expedition.
Are you going on this expedition?
For my place is here. Were I invited, I would still not go. My injuries would only slow the expedition.
I must take my leave. Farewell. It's interesting that people say something different if you go up to them and talk to them a second time. Actually, could probably talk to Pomab again, get some information on this caravan. We'll see how that goes, I guess. Oh, if you press M, brings up a map. So there's your area map. Even has little things to tell you what's what. So. Aspel the Shrimshander. Aspel the what now? What the heck is a Shrimshander? You again. Oh, okay. I guess we are not able to ask him anything about this, so we will leave him be. That's the Snowdrift Inn. When we are injured by something, we'll head there. Townsperson. If it just says townsperson, they are probably not that useful. Old Jed's house. Well, we could go pop in on old Jed. Why not? Hey, what's up? Hey there, matey. How are you doing? Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? Not so good, matey. Grisella, the barkeep over at the Winter's Cradle, cut me off. How am I supposed to get any proper fishing done? Just do it without liquor. You're breaking my heart, old man. Why'd you do that? Can't people let you walk? You can't let people walk all over you like that. I suggest you teach her a lesson when she's sleeping. No, that's terrible. I don't know. Just do it without liquor, maybe? The barkeep says I be drinking too much. What does she know? I've only overturned my boat 4 times. Anyway, I need my wine to do fish proper like. Was there anything I can do to support your downward spiral into oblivion? You could go to Pomab's and fetch me some wine. Then I could get back to my fishing. I would be grateful for it. I'd go to get it myself, but 2 summers passed. I got so mad at that pompous Pomab that I threw a sorry behind into Lake Dinishire. Lack, whatever. You seem like a nice old man in that drunken fisherman kind of way. Aye, thanks, matey. You can find Pomab's store in the northeast corner of town. Great, I'll be back presently. So we're going on a wine run. This is happening right now. You know, the first quests in any adventure aren't that glamorous. They changed it up from rats being in the basement, though. It was beetles in the basement. Well, if I realized I was gonna need to buy this, I would have. Cool. Now you could drink it yourself, and it makes your characters do funny things, but we're not doing that. Ah, you have a bottle of wine for me. Matey, I am indeed grateful. Better make that last, Captain. You're not always going to have strapping adventurers around to get your medicine. And we gained 6 gold. So we got 3 gold from doing that, but 1,200 experience. Split 4 ways, that is 300 apiece. So. Now, for whatever reason, mages apparently... Oops. Shit. Ah! You know, the fact that this wasn't screen locked totally screwed me. Oh, how much of that am I going to have to redo? So let this be a lesson. We're going to have to quick save a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. Autosave. We can try that. That's interesting. It's showing just darkness on the screen. Why is it not showing any of the game's assets? This is strange. It might have something to do with the thing I encountered the last time. Oh well, quitting the game crashed it again, so that's pretty good. And by good, I mean not at all. I'm also gonna go ahead and put my task manager over here somewhere, just in case. Okay. All right. Actually, I should have a button over here for Icewind. There it is. That way I don't have to click off of it. There it is. Okay. That was weird. Load game. Quick save. Okay. So all we have to do is go back and see Jed again, so it's not too bad. Come on, people, let's go. Oh, actually, we could circumvent this and just go and get the wine already. We could even steal the wine if we really wanted to and save 6 gold, but I feel like that's kind of pointless. Or I guess we'd be saving 3 gold. But at the risk of pissing everybody off, including Hrothgar, I'm gonna not do that. And instead, just buy this bottle of wine again. Okay, cool. Actually. Since they aren't very expensive, I'm going to go ahead and buy like 5 more stacks of bolts. Just to make sure we're never out when we need them. Awesome. I also like how it sounds like a gun. It's pretty cool. Okay, awesome. If this crashing thing becomes an increasingly annoying problem, though, I might switch and do something else next week. We'll see. How are you? Do it without the liquor. Is there anything I can do to support you? You mean like this bottle I have with me? Ah, you have a bottle of wine for me, matey. I am indeed grateful. Okay, cool. Alright. Quick save. Well, that gave me a quest, so let's check out the Scrimshander real quick. Maybe they have something to do with me. Whatever in the heck a Scrimshander is. Shrimscander? I don't know. It must be a weird, like, fishing term that just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, these are boats. They're not coffins. Okay. That's good. I believe it's this gentleman here. Yep, Apsel. Oh, thank the gods. Whoever you are, you picked the perfect time to wander by. I could really use some help. What seems to be the problem? A wolf somehow got into my workshop and is tearing the place apart. It attacked me as I was opening the shop this morning. Excuse me. I was so startled by the sight of the beast that I accidentally broke the key off the lock while trying to get away. Now I can't even get back in. Your shop. What do you sell? I am a Scrimshander. I carve the large bony skulls of knucklehead trout into fine works of art. This summer, Southlanders will come up and buy my pieces to take back to their fancy shops. That is, of course, if I ever get any work done, damn wolf. What is it exactly you want me to do? I'd be grateful if you could go in there and get rid of that stupid thing for me. Then I could get back to my scrimshaw. Of course, you'll have to find a way to get the door open first. Very well, How am I supposed to get the door open if you broke the key off the lock? I don't care, break it down. I'm sure it'll be nothing compared to the damage that monster inside is capable of. Very well, I'll dispatch your troublesome hound shortly. I sincerely thank you. The door to my shop is just around the corner here. Please get rid of the domestic canine. Is that what he said? Demonic canine as soon as possible. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's this thing. And I'm also gonna guess if I try it, it'll be, how you say, locked. But if you go into this thing, thieves have a thieving action that you can do to pick the lock. Just kidding, I'll do it. Hi, vey. Okay. And then we open the door and there's a wolf. And we've killed the wolf. Go us. The bones of these knucklehead trout have spilled out over the overturned barrel. Several of the bones appear to have been gnawed upon. But we killed the wolf. We got some experience for it. Interestingly enough, it doesn't have a hide like the ones in Baldur's Gate did. Oh wait, no. That's because those were special wolves. Ah, my friend, the wolf is no more. I am now a happy man. Thank you for helping me. Here's a little something for your trouble. 25 gold and some experience. That's the important part. And we also gained an item, Apsel's dagger. If anyone had any dagger proficiency, this would actually be pretty good because it is actually a freaking magic weapon of all things. perhaps it'll be good to have, like, on hand for my ranger here. Cool. We're already making some pretty good progress. In fact, I might even get Jake in there up to... up to level, 2. Level 2! It's a bit more exciting than leveling in Final Fantasy, I swear. I haven't seen you in town before. You come from the south? Okay. You're not important. Let's see. But our freaking barbarian took a pretty hefty amount of damage from that wolf, so might want to be careful of that. Okay, well, looks like there's nothing anymore here. Wait, hold on. I could probably get down that, but there's not really much of a point to. So as we're walking, let's talk lore. So Sarah start over. Sarah Windshroud was born to an elf, nobleman guy, and a handmaiden, basically. Nera here is her older sister, who was born between the unification of two pure elves, and as such, she's very elvish. So I've given her the haughtiest, like, voice I could find. Quick! We've got to go get Hrothgar! There are monsters in town! Whoa, slow down there. What are you talking about? Monsters! A whole bunch of them. They came down to the shore while I was fishing. I dropped everything and ran when I saw them, but they didn't chase me. I thought they were going to eat me, but I guess they were just after my fish. Where are they now? Just over the bridge, down the lake. My dad told me not to fish so far out by myself, but I can't help it. That's where I catch the big ones. He's going to kill me when he finds out I've lost today's catch, all because of those stupid monsters. I don't know about the fish, but we'll check it out. If we find out you're lying to us, we'll send you to the bottom of the lake. Oh, okay. Don't worry, we'll deal with these thieving monsters and get you your fish back. Or attempt to. Is there anything over here? This is just the inn, right? And that's just like a person? Yeah. Okay. Well, we have monsters to deal with, it seems. So let's go do that. Because that's a good bit of fun. That's what you came to see, right? Looks like we have some gobbies. Alright. We're gonna try... I could try and sneak up on them, but yeah. He has about as much stealth as a wet blanket. Oh, whoa, 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 buddy. Hold on. I'm prepared, I hope. Well, that goblin freaking exploded into chunks. And Pack died. Okay, and this is where the unrelenting nature of D&D rears its head. But we're gonna try it again, because that's just how things go. Maybe I managed to not lure over 100 goblins. I think that might actually be the case. This is literally only the only one that showed up. And we find an axe. Normally I wouldn't bother picking crap up like that, but whoops. Nope. I want you. There we go. Okay. That should be another Goblin Lord. We'll go ahead and get Sarah ready. Good shot. Alright. These things are worth less than freaking beetles. I will take this axe though, and then shoot this guy. I failed. Run away. I need to kind of back up a little bit. Okay, this should be fine. There's a penalty, I think, for being too close, so. Peck took freaking 6 damage from that guy. Now, he does have a specialty known as Rage. He's enraged for 5 rounds. He gains a -2 penalty to armor class. But he does have a bonus in strength and constitution and stuff. So that's their thing. Our specials are Charming Animal and Tracking. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Thieves can set traps, but he's terrible at it. And then, of course, there's spells. Okay, well, Pack here has taken a significant amount of damage. So we're going to go ahead and head to the inn. Now, being highborn, of course, Nera will refuse. Oh, okay. Greetings, traveler. The name's Quimby, and I welcome you to my inn. Welcome. Well met, Quimby. You seem rather enthusiastic. Ah, enthusiastic. Yes, it is rare that I get any travelers at this time of year. Thus, I want all my guests to feel welcome. Ha ha. Okay. How about a room? So she'll refuse to sleep in the peasant room, so we have to go for the merchant room. It is the best room available. So, even though there is a mouse. I should probably have had her memorize Magic Missile instead of Identify, but I really would like Identify ready for when I need it. So, that's fine, I guess. We'll be fine. Now, that one's an archer, and I need to make sure that, has he moved already? He has. No, he hasn't. Maybe he has, and there's the second one coming at me. It's very possible. Oh, hold on. What is you? Goblin Elite? Okay. I was not expecting to see one of those this early. There we go. There we go. Okay. Dispatched him. Now it's just the elite. Okay. I've pissed him off, so he should be coming up here soon. There he is. Perfect. Pack can get some good hits in. Oh. There were a couple more goblins. That's fine. One arrow, one fish, one potion of healing, a bow, a dagger, and some gold. Cool. I think I also want AI on? No, it already is. Okay. I thought I had this thing set up so that if something died, it would auto pause. Oh, character target destroyed. Okay. Alright, so that should be all the goblins. We did it. We killed all the goblins. Good job, everybody. High five. Alright. It's gonna be kind of hard to see where Jake in here is with his color being freaking white. The arrows are actually worthless, and I don't know why I picked them up. So we're going to throw that away. I will also throw this thing in the potion bag, because that's where it belongs. Now we have a short bow here, but the light crossbow will be way better, so. Okay, well, let's go turn in this boy's fish. We also got a potion of healing, so that's pretty useful. Actually, I'm going to take this potion out of the bag and throw it over to Pack, who can have it in his quick item slot so he maybe doesn't die. That would be nice. Hey, what's up? Kiddo. Today's your... Oh, you're back. Were you able to get my fish back from those monsters? Today's your lucky day, boy. Here's your fish. Or at least, what is left of it. Thanks. I'd best be getting home now. My dad's probably worrying about me. Well, we helped him out even if he didn't quite get his fish back in the way he wanted. But, beggars can't be choosers, right? And now there are chunks of meat everywhere. Lovely. Alright, so that's to the hills, which is where we need to go. So if you click on the edge of a map, you enter a world map screen? Okay, I guess not. Never mind. That is not a thing that happens in this game. Alright, I'm going to hope that there are not a pack of wolves there. There are totally a pack of wolves there. I'm going to load... nah, we can probably handle them. Famous last words, as they say. Alright. Good. So far, so good. Ow. 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 I might want him to, yeah, drink this potion. Okay, cool. Well, we killed the 3 wolves. It was quite a battle. Alright. I've already lost that potion of healing, though. What is this? It's an orc! Alright. Hopefully that's not out of my, range. Hey. Where'd he go? I don't like this. These wooden caravan wagons lie empty and abandoned in the snow. Well, that's good. And that's a cave. Let us enter this cave. Oh. You idiot. You need to start shooting things. Okay. So these are orcs. They are, as you would think, pretty common enemies. So, I guess I do not have a penalty to ranged attacks if things are close like I thought. That's good, because that would be annoying anyway, so. Okay, we are now completely full on our inventory. As you can see from this grayed out backpack, each character also has a different amount of pounds they can carry, and holy crap, you have 320. So we're never going to be have a problem with that. Also, orcs have this weird pig noise. So, I mean, that's a thing. 1107. Yeah, Jakin is actually really, really close. Oh, you need to fight him. Everyone else... No, control click? Yeah, okay. Take on those guys. And the orcs have a bit of a pack mentality, it seems, because even though I have tried to carefully lure one away, it seems to have ended poorly. And unfortunately, everyone has some pretty low hit percentages right now. In fact, if Jakin takes a hit, he'll probably die. Alright. Well, that ended okay-ish. Kind of. That's just the rest button. Well, I can go back and get Pack that chainmail that he's probably gonna need. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's head back to town. We got a little bit of a ways into the orc cave though, so that's something. We are now going to leave because that ended just about as poorly as I expected it to. This is why the idea is to probably have like 2 melee people, but I do. It's just one of them has the vitality of a wet piece of toilet paper. But eventually he is going to level up and he will reach 12 HP. Also, apparently I have max max HP on level up. We're actually just going to keep that on. It is a little bit out of the spirit of like having to roll for HP, but at the same time, if he gained 1 HP, I would start crying. So let's not do that. Alright, so he will buy all these battle axes and crap for 1 gold piece. Short bows are 7 though. So at least there's that. Cool. That gives us 146 to play with, and if I do that, that gives me 149. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. So we're going to go up here and buy him some splint, actually. Armor class 4, armor class 5. Okay, what? No, yeah, that's right. We want lower as possible. Okay. I was trying to figure out why that number was the way it was. Alright. Yeah. 120. It's a little expensive, but it will keep him alive. Hopefully. So now his armor class goes from 7 to 4. Her armor class is already 3, though. And she was hit. So that's, not completely impervious or foolproof, but at the same time, it's better than nothing. And then we'll spend 3 more gold to go ahead and rest at this inn. You know, in our D&D campaign, we can probably start, like, buying crap. Considering we found quite a bit of gold, silver, and other things. Like a bunch of random trinkets and crap. 1129 out of 2200, 2000, 1250, and 2500. So these two will be leveling the slowest. Pack will be alright, and Jakin is on a fast track. Like, he'll probably hit level 3 when Nera hits level 2. But that's okay with me, because that means he'll actually have some HP. So. I think at level 2 is when a ranger actually gets some priest skills, so let's hope that is anyway. Alright. Well, we killed a few orcs, so we'll see how things go now. I need to make sure the bolts that are being used are the last ones. Though I could just go to her, hit right click this, and it brings up the quiver, so. If I ever run into things that require magical and I have magical bolts with me, I can, deal with that. There is no way to rotate the camera as far as I remember, so don't bother. Okay. Nothing there. Oh, hey Jakin, can you detect traps? It looks like we have an orc over here. It's just an orc. Let's, okay. We're gonna back up a little bit. Have Sarah here attack. Oh, I should have switched the spells. Dang it. And we're gonna start building up our collection of battle axes and crap again. What is that? Orc Elite. Okay. Kel Malak Makretz Venta. Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna back up now. That orc is casting a spell at me. I'm not cool with this. Okay, you attack him. Well, do it this way. Okay. What did we just get hit with? We're cursed. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's bad. Alright. Oh man, that's a lot of archers. Actually, I need you to attack him. I mean, this could definitely be going worse, though. Let's be perfectly honest. This could be going much worse. I'm pretty sure Curse actually lowered our hit rate. 16? No? I don't know. Good. The shaman is dead, and so is the archer. Perfect. Whew, okay. That was a bit dicey, but we're fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have her switch for magic missile. And then probably do a short rest. Well, I mean, that's not a thing in this game, but... I was really hoping he'd have some kind of a magic weapon on him. Oh, right there. We will go ahead and take the quarterstaff, though. Alright. Not bad. We are now at almost 1,200 for Jakin, so... Okay, so it's this button, then F4. Okay. These are wooden supply crates, no doubt offloaded from the wagons outside. The crates appear to be intact and unopened. Well, that's good. There's also a couple of orcs up there. We will go ahead and deal with them. I love how Pack does like 20 damage. It's pretty insane. I need to remember to start using his barbarian ability though. Like especially in a battle like the one we had up until this point. That was dangerous. Oh, I held the quick save button. That's fine. Alright. That is the box. Anything weird about the box? Looks like it's a box. Alright, Jakin, open the box. Gemstones and a scroll. Protection from petrification. It's a level 2 spell, so she can't really use it. We are going to have a chance now to find out if this thing will fail at all, though. So, let's find out. Nope, it just copies. Okay, cool. And we'll go ahead and put the gems in my gem bag, because I have one. It's really nice to have that, because one of the problems with Baldur's Gate was definitely that I didn't have one, and I'm betting that somebody you recruit does. Normally. Alright. That is an orc. That is an orc. I don't know why I repeated myself, but that is an orc. Pew! And slashed. Okay, that's all the room she had. And just attack this guy. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if orcs are capable of setting up traps, but just in case. I don't want to be killed. So. Yes, Pax. I know. That is an orc archer. We're gonna kind of slide our way up here. And then have a bit of an archer duel. I was about to say, I know you have more bolts than this. Okay. Yeah, if we had 6 people, we'd be nowhere close to a level. Might as well just rush in there. Might as well rage. And then attack this guy. I just got hit with all sorts of stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. Resist fear, negative plane protection, rage, mind shield, cursed. Interesting. Okay. His strength is also now 22. Oh, that increases HP too. That's interesting. And he died. Okay. Good. I made him screw up his spell. Yeah, can we take out just a pair of orcs? Now just one orc without having Pack die again? The answer is only maybe. Ugh. 1236, getting there. Oops. Actually, I need Pack to do this. Awesome. Save up. Now we're gonna try and rest. When you rest in a dungeon, things can happen. For one, if we are unlucky... Nope, okay. We did rest for 4 whole days, though. So, there's that. But... during that time, you could be ambushed by enemies, and that's... bad. You don't want that to happen, obviously. That just looks like an orc, so I'm gonna go ahead and... yeah, these are just a few orcs. We can take these guys out without too much issue. Perfect. Dispatched. Alright. If I do fill out his inventory, though, we will head back to town, because neither of these two can, like, hold that much. Anyway, we're going to detect traps around this chest for a few minutes. Okay, we should be safe. And we got a thing I need to identify. Well, crap. Alright, so who has the highest lore out of curiosity? 3, 1, 6, 13. The one who has the identify spell, ironically. And that's just a necklace. We throw it in our gem bag. Okay. I knew this was going to come up. Alright. So we're going to save again. And then rest. 8 hours. Okay. That's a short rest. No, a short rest is an hour. Anyway, we're going We're going to identify with the spell. The Girdle of Beatification. Bless on the wearer. Okay. I definitely want to give that to Pack, because now his Thaco is 16 and his damage even goes up. Actually, maybe it wouldn't be bad on Jaken. 21, 25? No. I'd rather have it on Pack. Doesn't bring his armor class up, sadly, but it's still pretty good to have just auto bless all the time. Oh, what is the probability of being ambushed while wrestling? You know, I don't know. Maybe there are values for it, but it just seems like the tougher the dungeon, the higher probability of it, maybe? Because I noticed in the Sword Cave, it doesn't feel like it happens very often, so. Oops. Also, hello. Ooh, no. Oh, God, I took away Magic Missile. Okay. The Archer is actually easily the most dangerous one here. So I want to make sure he dies. And we actually just got a level up. That's what that sound indicates. I'm not going to do it in the middle of a battle, though. That seems kind of silly. And very non-D&D like. What is D&D like, though, is having things explode into 100 million pieces. Awesome. Alright, Jaken, what you got? Well, he has some skill points, additional HP, and lore increase. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. 25. Well, let's get him to 50 lock and 50 trap. Yeah, that looks good. Eventually, I'll have him go into detect illusion just to make sure I have that base covered, but until that time, we should be fine. I highly doubt these orcs have any way to do anything like that, so. More importantly, does Thaco go up at all? Nope. Eventually I'll be able to put more points into the dual weapon. This is going to be a tough one. It is. Okay. Let's go ahead and rage up. And go to town. Oh boy, we have an ogre. Wait, I canceled his rage. Crap. Withdraw! Withdraw! Also, 2500, just as I said. So yep, he will hit level 3 as she hits level 2. If only I had a way to heal him. If only. Blah. Okay. Well, now we know that's there. How to do this? Let's see. If I just kind of rage up. Maybe try and not pull the entire room all at once. I wonder how long range even lasts. Ow. We've got them in a little bit of a choke point here, right? This is a good thing. Right? Not entirely convinced. Oh. Sarah died. And everyone else is about to follow. Okay. This is the only thing left, so we're gonna have to figure out a way around this encounter somehow. So let's see. Well, first and foremost, I need to put magic missile back into play. Okay. We're on what, day 5 now? Can't actually look. Okay. Maybe I can get a bit of a lucky shot in here. Okay. That orc has taken damage. Ow. That is definitely not what I want right now, though. Having a charmed wolf or something would have definitely been a good thing to have, though. Ouch. Okay, everyone concentrate on the ogre. 2. 2 magic damage. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Alright, we'll get a sneak attack in here on one of these archers. Well, that did not work. He will crush us into goo. Alright. Okay. That's our first kill. Let's withdraw. Jakin took a hit. That's fine. He only took 1 point of damage, and he won't really be taking the brunt of it anyway. Try and get a couple more kills in before that ogre shows up. The ogre is definitely the main problem, though the orc archers are definitely not being unannoying either. Oop, oop, boop, 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 oop, boop, 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 boop. I will have you attack him, though. Good shot. Okay, everyone else is going to concentrate on the ogre. You're going to throw a spell at him. Hopefully it will be stronger than 2 points of damage. Okay. 4, that's not bad. Ouch. Disengage. Disengage from this ogre. Kite him a bit. Dude, if I could kite the ogre to his death, that'd be pretty sweet. Okay, nope. I killed the orc, though. That's good. And Pack died. Okay. I wish my mage had some CC right now. But unfortunately, I have not found a way to get a sleep spell or anything. Okay, you know what? Let's have the rest of the party sit back here for a bit. And we'll have Sarah lure them out. If only there was still a wolf or something around here I could charm. Okay. CC is crowd control, by the way, in case anyone's confused about that terminology. Shit. Get away, get away, get away, get away. This is a dead end. Oops. Okay. They were still focusing on her. Yep, this is gonna be a pretty difficult encounter, but we'll make it through. Okay, immediately withdraw. Oh, there he is. Okay. I was like, where's the ogre? Okay. Back up. Good. He must be trapping the ogre. No. The ogre's right there. Scratch one false notion that the ogre has gone away somehow. Okay, let's not back ourselves into a corner this time. Magic missile. He didn't seem to enjoy that too much. No, shoot the ogre actually. Or no, shoot this orc. Okay. And then we run away. We run away with like blithering cowards. However, I don't believe that keeps us safe. Yeah, I would be correct. Okay. Let's try and nope, never mind. Shit. She went too far forward. Okay. Are they gonna chase me all the way to town? That'd be something. No. Okay. Out of curiosity, what happens if I were to save here? I don't know why I typed save here. Okay. Okay. Okay, actually, this state is not completely lost. It's just gonna take some silly finagling. So we're going to go ahead and head back to the inn, rest, and then go right back into it. It's fine. In fact, I might be able to upgrade this crossbow. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and also head to Pomaps. This is probably something we should have done before the encounter, because then I could have like gotten some better armor and stuff. But hindsight, okay, I would like to buy something. Also, I'd like to buy for you to buy all of this crap. Wish there was like a select all button. Not my bolts. I need those. Okay. Do you sell potions? I don't believe so. Nope. Okay. Whoops. Sell the things in the container. And you're not carrying anything. You don't have spell scrolls, do you? You don't. Okay. Didn't think you would, but it's worth checking. Alright. Let's see. We can get her some splint mail or this heavy crossbow. That go +2, that go +2, speed factor 5, speed factor 10. I'm going to assume that means it's like slower. Considering the light crossbow is already feeling pretty freaking slow, I'll go ahead and not do that. Let's see. You can wear studded leather, and that's the best. And you can wear nothing. So the best thing I can do is buy splint mail for Sarah, and that's it. And there are helmets. They protect against critical hits. Should probably go ahead and do that. You can't wear them. Okay. You can totally wield a buckler though. That's cool, right? Yeah, let's buy her some splint mail too. I see no reason not to. And we'll sell the studded. Okay. This won't super help, but she is also at an armor class of 0, so it'll help at least a little bit. Sadly, in a small fishing town like this, there aren't very many mages. Like, she did learn a spell, and it's protection from stone. So, you know, that'll be useful one day. One day very, very far in the future. I'm kind of hoping there aren't basilisks in this game like Baldur's Gate, though. But at the same time, the asset's already there, so... Did they go away? Nope. Okay. Do that. Do this. Okay. Rage up. Attack! But you attack him. Oh, apparently he ran out of arrows. Alright. Badly injured. Okay, cool. He's dead. We did it. We killed the ogre. after much trial and error. But that's the nature of the beast. Alright, let's see. A bunch of cool stuff like gold and a scroll. Yeah, he actually ran out of arrows. It's funny. And if we look at the caravan contract, we can copy it. This wrinkled piece of parchment appears to be a written contract of sorts. Balin, deliver these 5 crates of supplies to the Emporium in Easthaven. Make sure to get a fair price from that unscrupulous Calshite weasel Pomab. Use the profit to acquire 3 barrels of uncarved scrimshaw from Gaspar's warehouse there in Easthaven. Return to Caradinival with the 3 barrels, and you shall have your agreed-upon payment. Keep your eyes to the tundra. There have been reports of orcs in the hills outside of Easthaven. It might be wise to use your advance payment to hire on some extra caravan guards. Safe journey. No copied. And clearly their journey was very unsafe, so yeah. Alright, so the next one the level will be Pack Attack. Pakax Feshak. Fetchik. I don't honestly know how to pronounce it. I might have to ask Axel later. I forgot to mention Axel Stream. He is the one who has the barbarian character. For whatever reason, he's also hilariously fast. I don't know what's up with that, but it's a thing. Alright. Ooh. This might actually be useful. Oh, also a Winterwolf belt. Those are actually pretty expensive. But it looks like we got Horror, which is also a level 2 spell. Is there a reason you did not want to give me a spell that was higher than level... or, like, level 1 spells game? Because Sleep would be really useful, actually. I should have definitely got that instead of Magic Missile. That auto blast will definitely help him out, though. It didn't seem to that much in that last battle. I do understand this, but it did. Trust me. Okay. Well, let's get the heck out of here. Hey, Pomab. Good news and bad news. Good news is we found the stuff, and it looks like you could still sell most of it. The bad news is that I hope you weren't Oh, actually, more good news. You don't have to do it. You don't have to pay for it anymore. So there's that. Would you like this caravan contract? It seems kind of silly to sell him something like that, but hey. And the wolf pelt, which is worth 250 gold. If I had anything to buy with it, it'd be pretty good, but I don't, so. 4 characters will also make it so that we have a bit more coin in our pockets. Because, you know, we won't have as much of an issue buying things for the party. Just makes sense. Okay. Hey, what's up? I came across the caravan out just outside of town. It looked as if it had been attacked by some time ago by orcs. I tracked the orcs to a nearby cave and paid them back for their butchery. The caravan supplies are safe within the cave. Thank you. When do we leave?
Preparations to make before we can depart for Kaldahar. Take this list of supplies to Pomab's Emporium across town. While you're there, you might outfit yourself with whatever gear you think you may need. Return here when you are packed and ready to go.
Very well. I shall return shortly. That amount of experience didn't get us enough. Oh. He's like just short of 2,000. Just short. We need Pomab's Emporium. We also need to rest again. So we'll go ahead and do that. 486. That's a pretty good amount of gold for this time point in the game, so something. I don't have anything in my gem bag, do I? Okay. Can I double click it? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Alright. Oh, we rested for a good 16 hours? I'd say that's enough. The unrealistic rest times in this game are pretty funny. Whereas in short rests in actual D&D campaigns, it's like, an hour? Because it makes more sense. I've come to deliver the supply list from Hrothgar. Very well, give it here. Now be on your way. The expedition will be departing shortly. It would be a shame if they left without you. Whatever, Pomab. Farewell. And a couple of level ups for both Sarah and Pack. Which is very good because Pack definitely needs the extra help. So our hit dice is a D12, I would assume. Maybe a D10. Maybe nothing. Where is it? Is it under kit description? Oh, it's under hit points. Points per level plus 10. Okay. Level up. And we get nothing, but we did get a Thaco reduction, so at least there's that. And 13 HP. Beautiful. 26 now. Alright, Pack, I assume, gets plus 12. Yep. Plus his constitution modifier, so we should get 14 HP. Thaco reduction, and a 1 point lore increase. Cool. Alright, his base Thaco is now 19. With that blessing, he is now at 15. And without a blessing, I'm at 14. So, yeah, we're doing pretty alright now. Let's leave. It's kind of weird that Jakin didn't get any reduction on that, but it's whatever. 2266, 2219, 2267 out of 4,000 and out of 4,500. Alright. So we're going to need him to gain another 2,000 experience. Us to gain 2250. And Jakin's, he also needs double. Everyone pretty much needs double for this next level. That's interesting. Definitely safe. Because we're about to go on an expedition, boyos. Are you ready? Don't get an additional use of rage, but rage will start scaling quite well.
All is set. The others are assembling as we speak. Are you ready to leave as well?
Yes, we are ready. Let us be off.
So it was that the Patchwork Militia set off from East Haven, bound for the troubled village of Kaldahar, with the party of strangers in tow. On they traveled, across the windswept tundra of the day, through the foothills of the spine of the world, and upwards on the steep and treacherous trails of the Kaldahar Pass. Eager to seek out the evil that threatened the pass, they did not expect it to find them first. High upon the cliffs of the pass, a band of frost giants had prepared an ambush.
Uh-oh.
Hurling boulders and dislodging massive outcroppings of rock and snow, the giants sparked an avalanche that thundered down the mountainside and crashed down upon the heads of the unsuspecting expedition. Those fortunate enough to survive the avalanche pulled themselves free of the mountain of snow and bodies that now barred the way back to Easthaven. Battered and disheartened by the loss of their comrades, the survivors had little choice but to continue on to Kuldahar alone.
All those supplies, all the gearing up, wasted. Merciful gods, you're lucky to be alive. Are you alright? Anything broken? We seem to be in one piece. Who are you? I'm just an aging soul who prefers the solitude of these mountains to the hustle and bustle of town life. I tell you, I've lived in this past for years. I've never seen anything like what just happened. You witnessed the avalanche? Yep, saw the whole thing. I was sleeping in the cave over yonder when I felt the ground begin to shake and heard a rumble something fierce. I stumbled outside just in time to see the avalanche come crashing down. It's a good thing you ran forward instead of back into the past like the others. Poor bastards. One thing's for sure, I'm not digging their bodies out from under there. They'll have to wait till the snows melt to receive a proper burial. We're touched by your concern for our fallen comrades. Do you by chance know the way to Kuldahar? Kuldahar? Oh, why would you want to go to that miserable little burg? Nothing there but a big tree and a bunch of shacks and lean-tos. But it's an eyesore if you ask me. There's been some word that some sort of trouble's befallen the town. I guess is a bit of a generous term. We've come to lend whatever aid we can. A fool's errand. You'd better be off worrying about yourselves and leaving them townsfolk to deal with their own problems. We appreciate the advice. Now, do you know where we're not? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to point you in the right direction. Follow the trail east through the valley. Kuldahar lies just beyond the old mill. But you do well to keep your guard up. There are goblins everywhere between here and town. Filthy little buggers. Ever since them townsfolk abandoned their farmsteads, they've been crawling all over the valley like they own the place. Thank you for your help. Farewell. We met a strange hermit in the valley. And he's a strange hermit indeed. Alright. And we've got an enemy. It's a gob. Sorry. Been playing way too much, Dot hack to you. Yeah. There we go. I was hoping that would dispatch him in one shot. Well, we shouldn't have much problem dispatching these 3 goblins. I would hope. Perfect. Alright. Yep, the main ones doing any of the brunt of the damage will definitely be Sarah and Pack. Ooh, these boys had shields. That explains why they were so hard to hit. These things are also not terribly light. Alright, so we're waiting for these 2 idiots to gain a level now. Well, if it's just goblins, we should honestly be fine to attack whatever. Oh, hello. Trying to ambush me, are you? It's a shame none of these guys have bolts and just have arrows, because that's definitely going to be an issue. Enemy sighted. This thing? Yep, I guess that does look like an enemy. Is he gonna come here or around the thing? Okay. What is that? That is a goblin marshal. Okay. We're gonna back up just a bit. aim some bolts and missiles at him. And he didn't stand a dang chance. Okay. Goblin marshals, while intimidating looking, are still just goblins. Suppose we can huddle up in this little thing here. I'm gonna guess Pack is really fast because of his strength keeping him so unburdened that he just takes off like a freaking rocket ship. But what? Where are you going? That Peck took a little bit of damage there, but thankfully, at 28 HP, he won't die super fast anymore. So. If you had any. Alright. And that's all the room. I don't know how much shields are worth. But I do know these battle axes and stuff are pretty worthless. So I might want to start dumping them. Okay. From now on, we pick up only shields and bows. Sounds like a plan. Okay. This will help us keep the burden down a little bit. Oh, wow, that's quite a lot of them. They are still just goblins, though. So no need to rage, really. I will anyway, though, just because. Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Ah! Circle back around. Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, you're not dead. Okay, you're dead now. Oh, dang, Pax is at 6 HP. Okay. That was dicier than I thought it'd be. I'm not gonna lie. Take this bow. And this shield. And not those. Okay. Alrighty. And the camping out rest animation. Clearly all I wanted to do was show that off, right? Okay, we rested for 7 whole days. We were asleep for a week. Whew. Oh, wait, pre-scroll. Nope. Nothing there yet. Why do people keep going around the south part? Alright, let's see. 23. Getting there, getting there. That appears to be a goblin marshal that we can converse with. Okay, I'll bite. What happens if we do this? What am I doing here? You can speak common? Well, it looks like you're looting and pillaging this mill. What do you mean? I mean, what am I doing here? I don't understand why we were called here. Called here? What do you mean? It's like a gnawing in my stomach when I'm hungry. Must have eaten everything in this damn pass. Won't let me be. Why can't I make it stop? Make it end! Leave me alone. Oh, okay. I guess we'll head into the mill and leave Mr. Goblin Marshal be. Who are you? I am euggghhhh, Chief of Bleeding Eye. Bow before me and pay tribute. Are you serious? Sorry, I don't give tributes to spelling morons. Why should I? I refuse. Don't take my gold. Just don't hurt me. Yeah. Are you serious? Do not mock, Chief of Bleeding Eye. You give tribute now or you die. Boy, you're stupid. I'm not giving you 1 copper piece, much less my gold. Sorry, but I'm not going to give you a tribute. You insult me. Wolves will feed on your flesh tonight. We'll see about that. I'm guessing this is euggghhhh. Yep. Okay. We do this, and then this. And Sarah actually needs to attack this guy. Actually, let's also have him rage. Okay. Run! Oh, that took everybody out. This is fine. Awesome. Okay then. I don't need the axes, but I do want the gold. Yep, he was already dead. Good. This, and this, along with these. Looks like there's a way downstairs, but we'll look into that here in a second. For now, we have a wooden shorthorn. This is usable by bards, but unfortunately, I have no bards. So, lore 7, lore 2, lore 6. Okay. That, on the other hand, is the blur spell, which is also level 2, so it's not terribly useful to me, but it's there. Yep, that's everything. Okay. Out of curiosity, what is downstairs? Oh. Okay. Get them! Get food from humans! So how's everyone doing? Sometimes these battles can take a little bit because you're rolling just horribly. Okay, finally. And then we'll take all their shields. Why is my screen doing that? It's like going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Hello? Shh! Be quiet or the goblins will hear us. What are you doing in the closet? I'm hiding from the goblins. They just got my dad and sister. I'm sorry. I know it can't be that comforting for me to just say it, but it will be okay. Let me take you to the village. I'll help you. I'll help for you. Find help for you there. Tough luck, kid. Life's hard. Don't worry about me. I'll go to the temple in Kuldahar. I know the way. Now that the goblins are dead, it'll be easy to get there. Goodbye. Well, that was interesting. Still nothing there, but he did get a Thacker reduction, so he can at least stop being as crap. More importantly. Let's get him 65 of that and 60 of this. Cool. And level up for the mage. She now gains 1 spell at level 1. Sweet. And that spell will, of course, be more magic missile. Actually, I can use this time to take 1 point of, identify. 1 casting of identify? 1 charge of identify? I don't know what to call it. Alright. Those seem to be throwing axes. Bit of money. A gem or 3? 3 sunstone gems. Cool. That is indeed a throwing axe. Proficiency type axe, huh? This could be a fun little thing to give to Pack. Have this shield. And that leads up. Okay. Let's set up. Oh. Well then. Hi. Goblin Archer Marshal. Okay. They don't seem that tough. And then it becomes a giant melee. Cool. Is there any way I can, like, get people out of the way? Okay. Let's send everyone back down except for Sarah. Yeah, you have plenty of room in your inventory. So we'll just take this stuff. The shield. These. And that shield. Okay, cool. 3,000 for everybody. These two require 5,000. He requires 4. So next up will be Pack and 1,000 experience. Okay. Well, considering how quickly we are actually leveling thanks to having 4 people, this isn't going too bad. It could definitely be worse. Actually, wait. Let's use this chance to rest in this house. Because the chances are we probably won't get attacked in here. At least that's the plan. Alright, now we can identify this stupid thing. The Merry Shorthorn. It blesses once per day. Cool. Well, I'll keep her with it, because, you know, it could be useful. And we throw magic missile into that slot. Okay. Hopefully Kuldahara has mages or something. I know they're not really a common thing in Icewind Dale, but I need to be able to buy some sort of spell scrolls somewhere, game. Alright. At least we got a scroll case. So, you know, there's that. Yay. Nothing there. Well, this entire south road seems pretty useless, so we're gonna head north now. See if there's anything to find up here. Just goblins. Beautiful. Okay. Wish I knew how much these shields were actually worth, because I just keep picking them up blindly without thinking about it too hard. Okay. Well, there's a watchtower type thing here. Let us enter it. Whoops. Okay, so W apparently opens the mage book. That's good to know. Hi. Please don't. Head hurts. Why you make Yarg's head hurt, skinny people? Your head? I'm not doing anything to make your head hurt. Holy crap! Why it hurt then? Why? Why? Oh, Jarod want to pound head through walls, make pain go away. You know, I don't think that's a very good idea. What's wrong? I think that's an excellent idea. Hitting your head against the wall as hard as you can will certainly make the pain go away. It's an old recommended barbarian remedy. Try it, you'll see. Don't be an idiot. You can't make your head feel better by pounding it against the wall. I don't think that's a very... what's wrong with your head, Jarod? No. Walk here from my cave. No need to answer call. Now cannot. In the head. It hurts. Jarod wants to pound head against wall to make it go away. You stupid oaf. You know, I don't think that's a very good idea. Maybe you're right. No. What to do? Good luck, Jarod, I guess. Okay. It's nice meeting you. Probably take him, but no need. You needed to answer the call, though. I wonder what that means. This must be, what's-his-face's cave. That is an absurdly high amount of goblins. But at the same time, they seem to be very concerned with eating something. These giant beetles, actually. That's pretty gross. I'm gonna go ahead and dispatch you with a magic missile now. Okay, I guess not. I just saw a bunch of attacks Jake and Device. Ew. Nero was thrown into a freaking blender. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay, now that I've gotten some of their attention, I can head out here and just start murdering a bunch of goblins. And we've basically created a giant choke point of death and destruction and murder, so... Cool. Awesome. Oh, nope. I've ran out of room too. Okay. In that case, we'll just take any money that they might have. Which is to say, not much. I'm actually running low on bolts. Okay. Wait. Save. Okay, go. Okay, this has limited their numbers a little bit. Good. Okay. I'm a master of tactics. Truly. Alright. I'm assuming Pack still has his rage. Yeah, he does. Okay. Does anybody have anything useful? Not particularly. Okay. We're just gonna ignore all of them then. Giant beetle corpses. Eventually, she might hit the broadside of a barn. One of these days. Oh, I could have attacked him. Okay. Giant beetles are a thing, and we will be seeing them, but not right now. Okay, well, that happened. How do you get out of here? That's just a canyon. I'm guessing there must have been a way out through here or something? He said east, right? Maybe it's this way. Okay. We'll try it. I mean, can't hurt. Save. Okay. Well, it's not that way. Oh, there's a point of moving past this map. And we finally have access to the world map. We cannot access East Haven though, so we are going to head to the town of Kuldahar. Oh, hello.
The survivors of the doomed East Haven expedition at last came upon the small hamlet of Kuldahar. Nestled within the roots of a massive oak tree, tiny cottages were a welcome sight for the weary travelers. As the party approached the town, a warm breeze blew over them, chasing away the chill of the frozen pass, and carrying with it the sweet scent of cooking fires.
That sounds pretty nice. Wow, this area looks quite warm. I knew you'd make it through, I just knew it! Who are you and how did you know we were coming? I'm Nate. Arndel said that help was on its way. I've been out here every day keeping a lookout for you. Where's the rest of your army? Are you just the scouts or something? Who is Arndel? Arndel's my friend. He's the oldest and smartest man in the whole world. He can talk to animals, you know. So can we. You should probably go see him. He'll be wanting to talk to you too. Very well. Where can we find this Arndel? He lives across this bridge on the other side of the brook. Just look for the house with the 3 big rocks out front. Thanks, Nate. Very well. Alright then. Equipment shop, you say? Let's head on inside. Hey, guess what? I have a crap ton of shit to give you. Ah, whereso the wind blows, travelers seek shelter, and supplies mayhap. Good day and cheer to you, ma'am. My name is Garth. I tell by the cut of your cloth and your bearing that you are a visitor, fresh to Kuldahar. Is there something you wish to purchase? What is this place? Well, this is my shop, friend. I supply caravans in the shade of this great oak. This shop was my father's and my father's before him. And it dates almost 3 generations back, if you can believe it. Like many places in Kuldahar and the surrounding lands, there's much history to be found if one digs deep enough. I see. May I see what you have for sale? He buys short bows for 18 gold pieces, except he doesn't buy them. What? Also, shields are worth 1, so we're going to stop picking these up too. Oh, hey, the History of the North. We could buy that if we cared. And the Merry Shorthorn, which is 1260. So that's pretty nice. Bardic Horn of Valhalla. Apparently bards are really good in this game. So don't forget that. Alright, let's see. Mummy's Tea. Cures blindness, deafness, and disease. That's interesting. He has arrows and bullets, but no bolts. Oh boy. That's gonna be a problem. He sells a bunch of stuff, but they are pretty useless. He also sells a gem bag. So, I mean, if we needed another one. And then there's the identify thing. Those each cost 100 gold pieces. And that's why I don't want to pay for that. Alright, well, that equipment shop was actually pretty crap. So, hopefully we have other ones around here somewhere. This is the wrong way. I can tell. But at the same time, I'm curious to see what's up here. The Tower of Oric the Grey. There's a goblin here. Aye! Yeah. No sneak up on Weenog like that. Who are you? Mean Weenog. Who are you? I'm Sarah Windshroud. Who lives here? Surely this tower cannot belong to you. No, tower belongs to master. Weenog only servant. Cleans tower, make bed, cooks tasty food for the master. How nice, goblin housekeeper. The master? Who's your master? Oric, the master. Great wizard, the master is. Weenog serves the master, so one day he can be great wizard too. You a great wizard. I see. Where am I to find this great wizard? The master's in study, through door. Go in if you want to speak to master. Weenog not allowed in study. Master keeps powerful magics in there. Books, papers, and wizard things that Weenog not understand. Thanks, Weenog. Farewell. Well now, what have we here? It's been a long time since I've had guests. Welcome. My name is Oric. Only death and destruction await you. Seduce the couple. Shut up, Jericho. Welcome. My name is Oric. What brings you to my humble home? Well, I'm interested in purchasing some spells. I see. Well, you've come to the right place. I can certainly provide you with a number of useful spells for your spellbook. Of course, I am only willing to offer you certain spells. I fear much of the knowledge I possess is beyond your comprehension. Perhaps in the future you may be worthy of such advanced knowledge. Well, what do you have to offer me at the moment? God dang it. Okay. So we have some spells. The Ray of Enfeeblement. The Cat's Grace. That one's silly. Don't use that. Charm Person, Agnazar's Scorcher, Web, Melf's Acid Arrow, Mirror Image, Chromatic Orb, Sleep. Definitely get Sleep. Don't need Magic Missile. We could get Color Spray, but no. Could use Find Familiar, interestingly enough. Because in Baldur's Gate, the problem with Find Familiar was that it would only be usable by the main character. In this game, only one party member may have one. Also, when a familiar dies, the caster loses 1 point of constitution. Okay, yeah, see, that's why I don't want to use it. These robes and stuff are pretty sweet, though. Okay, so we have Sleep. Expeditious Retreat. Detect Invisibility. Melf's Acid. Melf's Acid Arrow is always one spell. We don't want to do too many things. One creature for Power Word Sleep. It's not great. Visual range of caster for one creature. Deafness. Charm Person. Those two should be fine. Especially with Sleep, that will definitely help us out. Oh, goody. It does have failure. Okay. Well, we'll remember that. Hey, can you sell me another sleep scroll? That'd be great. He doesn't have one. Okay, so guess what we're about to do? This autosave? Yeah. Yes, I know. Okay, I need to go back to the supply shop because he did have, He did buy my stupid shields. For whatever reason, he won't buy the bows, though. And the short horn, most importantly. Okay. Okay, head up to the Tower of Orc the Grey. We don't have to talk to the goblin again, so at least there's that. Melfs, sleep. Cool, okay. I would like to ask you some questions about the disturbances in the past. Ah, yes, the disturbances. I'm afraid I can't be much help to you there. I rarely leave this tower for any reason, you see. My studies prevent me from taking an active interest in the affairs of the people of Kuldahar. Very well, I shall disturb you no further. Alright, well, so much for a great and powerful mage, then. Instead, we will head over here across this bridge. I'm going to hope there's like a bowyer or a blacksmith or something here so I can buy some better pieces of equipment like armor and crap. Oh, I need her to get rid of one of these and put one of these. Okay. You're just a person. Okay. Well, this is a thing without a sign, so let's enter. Hi.
I've been expecting you for some time now.
Expecting us? How's that possible? We've only just arrived in town.
Yes, well, bad news travels upon swift wings in these mountains. I know about your expedition from East Haven. I know why you were here. For it was I who sent for you.
You sent for us? I don't understand.
I am Arendelle, known to some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arendelle, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
Very well. Tell me, Arendelle, do you know anything about the reports of disturbances in these mountains?
It was I who sent Alistair to East Haven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion. He will be missed, as will Hrothgar and the other members of your expedition.
You knew Hrothgar?
Let us say I knew of him. Word of his deeds has reached even our small, isolated town. I also know that his death, tragic as it is, was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
What is going on around here, old man?
There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
Malevolent forces. Could you be more specific?
Would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the past. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
You spoke before of balance. What sort of balance are you talking about?
The balance. It is what the druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve for generations. It is all around us. It is us.
So it's the Force.
Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist, no longer contending with one another, but coming together as two parts of a whole.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances?
I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of?
Tell me of the unnatural weather.
The weather in these mountains has always been harsh, but never like this.
They sound like magic.
It is barely midway into leafall, and yet the pass to the south has been snowed in entirely. Weather such as this is most unnatural. Nature presents itself in cycles that are predictable by those who know what to look for.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances? Recent rash of abductions.
At first, there were tales told by travelers of companions disappearing into the night, snatched up by bedrolls as they camped along the narrow trail that winds through the pass. Did not think much of these tales, for such occurrences are not unheard of in these mountains. Then one night, Conlon's boy Sheemish went missing. The next morning, the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished without a trace.
That is strange indeed.
The boy was just the first. Several nights later, another disappeared. Megan Potts, the local midwife. Her husband, Khalil, was grief-stricken to the point of madness. With barely a word to anyone, he snatched up his sword and marched off into the darkness after his wife. No one has heard from him since. And now, the abductions are occurring more frequently. Iden, the old innkeeper from the East Shade, was taken only 3 days ago. I can only tell you.
Monster sightings.
I'm sure you've noticed by now. There seems to be quite a few goblins about. It is not usual to see so many of their kind roaming the mountains so late in the year. It is almost as if something is drawing them out of their homes, like carrion birds drawn to the second death. As if the goblins weren't enough, several giants have been spotted moving through the pass in groups as large as 10. That many giants traveling together in such numbers indicates they are organized, interacting with a singular purpose. I have watched their activities closely. Their tracks trace a deliberate pattern through the mountains, almost as if they want patrol. Another thing, while I was out scouting the giants, I discovered other sets of tracks I have never encountered before. What manner of beast made them? I could not say.
I see. So what are we to do about all this?
I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede. We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether. Both the great oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
Very well. Together we shall root out this evil that threatens this town. Get it? Root? Because it's a tree. What must we do?
I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wearying the place. There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men. If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well. Go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.
Farewell, Arundel. Alrighty. Well, let us continue exploring the town. Though we are coming up on time. A potter. Okay. Who are you? What do you want with me? Easy friend, we're not gonna hurt you, we just have some questions. Questions? What kind of questions? Who are you? I am Ernst the Potter. At least I used to be. Now I just want to get out of this place alive. With all the terrible things happening in town, I'm too scared to step outside my shop. Your shop, what do you sell? This shop is my home. I used to make pottery here, but there doesn't seem to be much point anymore. I've closed shop and packed up my things. As soon as the pass is clear, I'm heading south to Baldur's Gate. I hear it's nice there. What can you tell us about the disturbances in the pass? Disturbances? Yes. People disappearing, monsters everywhere. Even though weather is turned against us, nobody knows why, not even Arundel. Interesting. The inscription upon this statue reads, in memory of the Archdruid Tolben, founder of Kuldahar. Cool.
By Tempest, the vision speaks true. You are the heroes from my dreams.
What are you talking about?
Vision is why I have come to this place. Tempest has guided me to you.
For what purpose?
I cannot say. I know only that the storm of war darkens the skies of my homeland. My people are gathering in numbers greater than any have seen for generations. A king, both new and old, has risen to lead the tribes against the 10 towns. Already the first snows of winter bear the dark stains of spilt blood.
Tell me more of this new and old king.
Dane is his name. He was a great warrior from an elder tribe who was slain in battle on the eve of last season. Now his body has returned from death's halls to lead my people once more as king.
He came back from the grave. What kind of undead monster is this king of yours?
His flesh is but a vessel, a borrowed tool. The spirit of the new king is much, much older than the form it now inhabits. It is said that the spirit of Jarod governs his body. It is this claim that has fueled the fires of vengeance among my people.
Jarod? Who's he?
Jarod was our greatest hero. Centuries ago, he united the tribes and led us to victory against invaders from the south. He died on the battlefield in the embrace of infernal magics, bravely sacrificing his life to save his people. Now, after centuries of imprisonment, Jared's spirit is free and rallies the tribes once more in a common cause.
I see, so what can we do to help?
To the great mead hall where the tribes have gathered. You alone can forestall the war between our peoples.
Maybe some other time. Farewell. Okay. We're gonna save. In fact, we're gonna save. Just to make extra sure. Where's my LP? There.
You have returned. Again, it is as the vision foretold.
What is it with you in this vision? What do you want from us?
Come to Engor.
Okay, fine.
I'm certain you are the heroes of my vision. I fear you are not yet strong enough for the task at hand. Go forth and sharpen your skills upon the field of valor. When you've grown stronger, return here and we shall speak more.
As you wish. Farewell. Run! The Vale's filled with Yetis! Tried to outrun them, but 2 of them are still chasing me. Run, get help! Oh. Yetis? Yetis! Tundra Yeti! Oh boy. Run the other way, you fool! Pew. Okay. Oh, that they don't need the bridge to cross. Okay. Why can't I cast a spell? Oh, okay. It's because we have none. He's taking a decent amount of damage. Let's rage. All right. Are you freaking okay? Thanks. I thought the time to join my ancestors had finally come. Last time I ever stepped foot anywhere near the Vale, that's for certain. There's all sorts of strange creatures wandering around there now. The Vale of Shadows? My brother Silas and I made a pilgrimage there to pay our respects to our family crypt. Like we do every year. But this time, I don't know, the Vale seems different. Cursed, somehow. The shadows have come alive, and there's yetis roaming the paths, attacking travelers. Silas didn't make it. The largest yeti I've ever seen tore out of the snow and took a piece out of him with its claws. He fell, dead as a stone. Blood everywhere. There was nothing I could do. He was carrying our family heirloom, but it's lost to us now. Can I try and recover the heirloom for you? If I can try and recover that heirloom for you, can you tell me how to get to the Vale? We were taking the main path, but considering how many beasts were in the Vale, Arundel may know a safer path you may take. He wanders the mountains quite a bit, and knows of more hidden trails than there are branches on the great oak. His home is southwest of the great tree. It's the 2-story house made of stone. I already spoke to Arundel. I will be on my way to the Vale soon. Thank you. Now that Silence is gone, that heirloom is all I have left to remember my family by. I would appreciate its safe return. Also, if you come across any more yetis, you might want to collect their pelts. Conlon, the blacksmith here in town, buys the pelts for a fair price. Orc may be able to get something out of those pelts too. Orc the mage, eh? Alright. There's also a blacksmith in town, I was just informed, and I would really like to know where he is. That might be him. Nope. Never mind. I apologize for disturbing you. Good day. Ernst the Potter, Equipment Shop, Arundel's home, Coldahar Pass, Hylder's house. I need to find an inn, too. Well, these seem pretty promising. This is just a house. But this is a tavern. And people are getting pretty drunk. Well now, seems the pest coughed up one more straggler. Welcome to the Root Cellar, stranger. Name's Whitcomb. What's your pleasure? A drink? Something from the kitchen? Actually, I'm looking for a room. A room. Sorry, can't help you. Try the evening shade. Cross town. The innkeeper's bound to have some rooms to let, and desperate to let them too, since the passes aren't going to see any caravans for a while. I'll head to the evening shade then. Thank you. So that's just the tavern. Okay. Cross town, huh? Up here? This place is a little bit difficult to navigate, but we'll figure it out. I also really need to go to the restroom. But we've only got a few more minutes, so I'll stick it out. Well, that's a gate. What is this thing? The Temple of Ilmater. Okay. Well, that means that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there is a path up here. Oh, this is the evening shade. Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright. You looking for a room, or do you just want to let the chill in? I got no room for stragglers. Show some coin or I'll show you the door. I'm looking for a room, yes. Are you any free? Yeah, we got a little space left. But I don't want to hear any haggling over the prices, you hear? This is the only inn in town, so don't even be thinking you'll get a better deal anywhere else. Very well then, let's see what rooms you have. Oh, noble. Oh my god, that is expensive. Oh man, the merchant knows too. But I do want to show off what the noble one looks like, so. It looks the exact same. Well, that was a waste then. Okay. Well, you have these Yeti pelts. They are pretty freaking heavy, actually. I still don't know where this blacksmith's is. Oh, wait. It might be up there. I don't know how you get there, but... Oh, okay. This is a very interesting design for a town, for sure. A blacksmith's anvil. Used to make and repair tools, usually. Generally. Generally. Okay, that's enough. We'll see how much these Yeti pelts go for, but I'll probably want to speak to Auric about making them whatever he needs. Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you? You must be Conlon, the local blacksmith. I'm Conlon. If you're needing a sharp blade or stout mace, I'm the man to see. Best take advantage while I'm still here. While you're still here, are you going somewhere? I suppose so. With all the skullduggery that's been going on down around here, I imagine I'll not be around much longer. I see, so you're planning on leaving town. Ha! I wish that were possible. The southern pass has long since been snowed in by this damnable weather we've been having lately. Now I can tell that even the northern route to the 10 towns has been blocked by an avalanche. Mark my words, none of us will last through this winter. We're all done for. Cheerful thought, may I see what you have for sale? 50 pieces of thing. It's not terrible. I do want to see what Aura can do with them, though. And everything else is just this. Okay. Shortbow +1. Well, that's the thing. No crossbows, though. But he should have some bolts. Yes, he does. I plan to buy quite a few of these. I'm going to buy like 9 stacks. That sounds good. Okay, cool. Short sword +1. Definitely a pretty good thing to have for Jake in there. Plate mail +1. Does he have normal plate mail? He does. You can't equip it. Welp. But you can. Interesting. What else do we have here? Well, we have the Faith Killer, Giant Killer, Spear of White Ash, the Sword of Marlock Vale, the Blade of the something or other, Fair's Halberd, the Black Bow, Pig's Eye, an Ammo belt. Definitely take that. 300 gold. It's not a small price, but at the same time, useful. Yeah, everything else is like... I really like that, short sword +1, honestly, but it's also kind of expensive. So is the plate mail, but I feel like that's more useful in the short term. So we're gonna go ahead and equip it. You can equip this. It also overburdens you. So there's that. This shoulder belt is ideally suited for holding sling belts, darts, and arrows and bolts and stuff. 253 bolts. Sweet. Well, we got something pretty cool. But I'd say that's about all for this episode of Let's Play Icewind Dale. Next time we'll be heading into the Vale of Shadows and figuring out exactly what these Yeti pelts are used for with Auric the Grey. And I'm betting there's still a few more things in town I still haven't found. So, until then, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to ring the little bell for notifications on all my uploads. If you look in the description below, there is also links to my Twitch and Twitter accounts. Those you can follow for information on my streams. So, with that, I bid you adieu. Later, guys. I'm figuring out the outro things to say. Okay, bye. Heart of Winter is interesting. Anyway, quick game.